Ladies, it's time we had a conversation if you're over 70 and still worried about your waist, wrinkles, or what other people think. I'm going to offer 12 things you should give up right now to live lighter, freer, and with the serenity you've more than earned, since life is too short to bear the burden of needless stress. Because number 12 changed everything for me, please stay with me through to the finish. Before we get started, please leave a comment below, like this video, and subscribe. What is one thing you no longer worry about after becoming 70? 1. Your fluctuating weight. Allow me to share something I wish I had known much sooner. Your value is not determined by your score on the scale. Not when you're 30, 50, or 70. Women have been indoctrinated to believe that being thin equates to being disciplined, attractive, and lovable. But we've learned better by now. Our bodies have served as endurance temples. They have raised children, endured stress and disease, danced in delight, and borne loss. Therefore, it's possible that your tummy is a little softer or your hips are a little wider. However, those curves have a narrative. They talk about a life that was lived. Give up the shame of not fitting into the same jeans you wore in your 40s, the guilt about food, and the worry over every pound. Your body sensations are what really count at this point in your life. Is it comfortable for you to move? Are you able to spend time with your grandchildren? Are you giving yourself balanced, loving nourishment? Turn your attention to your strength, flexibility, and love of movement. Eat foods that give you energy and joy. Go on walks and stretch gently. Enjoy every bite, my love. If that means pancakes on Sunday or a little chocolate after supper. 2. The opinions of others. Oh, the freedom you have when you don't care about what other people think of you. We were taught to be kind, laid back, and not upset anyone for decades. We tried to live up to others' expectations by smiling when we didn't feel like it, keeping quiet when we had something to say, and bending over backwards. However, you have earned the right to occupy space and to be who you truly are. By the time you're 70, you've probably taken care of elderly parents, raised kids, and given up sleep, money, and dreams for other people. Why should you currently squander valuable time worrying about what other people think of you? Do you wish to get your hair dyed blue? Take action. Do you want to go to the grocery store wearing strong lipstick? Take ownership of it. Express yourself politely. Refuse without feeling guilty. Laugh. No. Cry freely. You regain your voice, which is strength, when you stop caring about other people's noise. 3. Every crease and blemish. How about we have a little heart-to-heart about mirrors? For years, we were instructed to erase, tighten, plump, smooth, and battle time. However, why? Given that our age is evidence that we have lived, survived, and prospered, why do we fear looking our age so much? Each furrow next to your eyes is a recollection of laughter. Joy captured in time is represented by the lines surrounding your mouth. Decades of soothing, carrying, and caring for others have resulted in the age spots on your hands. This isn't harm. This is a portrait of you. You cannot be fixed like a canvas. You are a work of art in development. Give up the need to appear younger. Rather, try to appear lively. Serums don't make you radiant. It stems from kindness, self-assurance, and purpose. Do you take care of your skin? Yes, but don't do it because you're fighting the years. Do it because it feels wonderful. Additionally, if you do like your skincare or makeup regimens, let them be joyful rituals rather than last-ditch efforts to hide. You're not attempting to relive your childhood. You are enjoying the richness of the now. 4. The guilt we bear in silence. Oh, the guilt we carry. Am I contributing enough? Do I make enough of a contribution? However, my love, when did taking a break become a cause for shame? Our culture is enamored with bustle. Go, do, create, and succeed. However, becoming older forces us to rethink what sufficient is. You've been productive for decades. It's time to be present. Laziness is not what rest is. Leisure isn't a luxury. Quiet is not empty. It is more than sufficient whether you find happiness in gardening, journaling, drinking tea, while observing the birds, or just sitting and taking in the silence. These are holy times. They give the soul clarity and refuel the spirit. And it's lovely if you still want to volunteer, create, or follow new interests. But do it out of desire rather than guilt. There is nothing you owe the world except your well-being, wisdom, and tranquility. 5. Being by yourself. Let's talk about a topic that not many people discuss: the dread of being alone. Many women are widowed, divorced, living alone, or just independent by the age of 70. Additionally, culture frequently suggests that loneliness may be remedied. I'm here to tell you, though, that being alone does not equate to being lacking. Being alone may be a precious and enlightening experience. You can rediscover your inner rhythm, your voice, and your tastes there. You're not being interrupted by anyone. Your time is not being demanded by anyone. You can take a deep breath. You are free to make your own decisions. Yes, we all experience loneliness occasionally. However, that should not be mistaken for the silence of solitude. Develop relationships that make you feel better, not just ones that take up room. Instead of using desperation, look for a sense of solidarity through common interests. Above all, learn to be your own friend. Read books that make you feel excited. Go on short dates with yourself. Discover the joy of being by yourself. You'll discover that the more at ease you are by yourself, the more choosy in content you will be when you decide to bring people in. 6. Your appearance in a bathing suit. Yes, exactly, the bathing suit. How many summers have women stayed out of the water entirely, hiding under towels, because they didn't feel like they were ready for a swimsuit? I have a question for you. Who determines the ideal appearance of a bikini body? Promoters? Fashion magazines? Definitely not your grandchildren, who only want to play with you. You have every right to sunbathe on a blanket, float in a pool, and feel the ocean on your skin. Although no one's body is flawless, that has never been the purpose. The goal is to live life to the fullest and savor each moment as it comes. Furthermore, the majority of individuals are too preoccupied with their appearance to even notice your thighs. Therefore, if wearing a one-piece, tankini, or even a sarong gives you confidence, go for it. However, avoid being dry out of embarrassment. Cellulite is of no concern to the water. All it wants is to keep you, and a miracle occurs when you have the courage to intervene. You remind yourself that you are still alive, fun, and deserving of happiness. That, my friend, is what it's all about. 7. Without sufficient tech knowledge. Let's address the most pressing issue: technology. Passwords, apps, smart TVs, video calls, emails, and smartphones. When your grandchildren appear to be able to reprogram the microwave by the age of 5, it may be intimidating and easy to feel left behind. But pay close attention. You are not less intelligent if you don't comprehend technology. You were born in an era when phones were mounted on walls, milk was brought to your door, and handwritten letters were valued. Decade after decade, you adjusted to a remarkable amount of change. Take some pride in yourself. It is possible that you are not familiar with all of the apps. Who gives a damn? You'd have to be an expert at everything. Find out what works for you. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. Additionally, it says more about the person than it does about you if they roll their eyes when you ask. Your generation's strength lies in its ability to live without technology and to truly communicate, listen, and be in the moment. That knowledge cannot be replaced. And keep in mind that you may succeed in the digital age on your own terms, even if you weren't born into it. 8. relationships that are not beneficial to you. We have many relationships by the time we are 70, including friends, relatives, neighbors, churchgoers, and former coworkers. But not all of them are healthy for our souls. Additionally, you no longer have to maintain relationships with individuals based solely on guilt or a shared past. Letting go of people who drain you is okay. Those who only call when they're in need. Those who are more critical than celebratory. Those who bring tension to your home, engage in gossip, or influence others. You who have dedicated your life to helping others. It's time to take care of yourself. Be in the company of people who encourage you, listen to you, see you, and value your time, knowledge, and limits. Indeed, family members can also be toxic. It's not selfish of you to distance yourself from someone who consistently causes you pain. You are now mature enough to understand that serenity is more significant than closeness. 9. Dressing appropriately for your age. Let me explain things as simply as possible. For 70, there is no dress code. Just because you're retired doesn't mean you have to wear beige. You don't have to sacrifice flair, color, or glitter. Comfort does not have to be sacrificed for invisibility. Do you want to dress in leopard print? Take action. You. Because leggings are so comfy. Do you want to wear them every day? Excellent. I adore hefty earrings and a crimson lip. Amazing. This isn't your fade out. It's your second bloom. What you wear should reflect who you are, not what society expects you to be. Additionally, keep in mind that being memorable is preferable to being forgettable if someone has something to say about your attire. You've earned the right to be completely present. Therefore, wear whatever makes you feel strong, attractive, comfortable, or playful. Now your delight is the sole rule. 10. Errors you committed decades ago. Everybody has recollections of things they said, decisions they later regret, and people they let down or harmed. But this is what I've discovered. Bringing that guilt into each decade becomes a punishment in and of itself. Not even the individuals we believe we failed benefit from it. You've changed as a woman. You've matured. When you had the chance, you apologized. You've evolved. You've made an effort. What more could you have hoped for from life? Regret can be a thick layer. However, you no longer need to wear it after the age of 70. You must be free. You need to forgive yourself in particular. You used the information and resources available to you at the time to do what you believed was best. You are now able to instruct others. You can utilize your history as a lesson rather than a prison, which is a lovely form of atonement. 11. Your legacy is sufficient. Many of us reflect on our pasts and ask ourselves, did I make an impression? Have I done enough? Was I important? Measuring your life in terms of titles and trophies is simple. Volunteer, teacher, nurse, mother, and wife. Grand gestures and resumes, however, don't capture your genuine legacy. You molded the world in subtle ways. Consider the moments you helped someone feel secure, the fortitude you instilled in the next generation, the laughter you inspired, the hands you held, the lovingly prepared meals, and the way you consistently showed up despite your weariness or pain. To leave a legacy, you don't need to start an empire or write a book. Your legacy is your life, and it's likely that someone grins when they think of you because you made them feel appreciated. That's more than sufficient, my love. 12. The fear of passing away. Most women keep this anxiety to themselves. The silent worry that time is precious, that the end is near. Indeed it is. But we don't have to live in constant terror. The adversary is not death. It's a component of life's inherent rhythm. Most certainly, you've bid farewell to loved ones. You have witnessed the unpredictability of life. However, allow death to serve as a teacher rather than a source of fear. Allow it to serve as a reminder to speak, to take the vacation, to reconcile the grudge. to devour the chocolate cake, to laugh until your stomach hurts, to dance barefoot in the kitchen. Here's the reality. Nobody can assure you that your dread of dying will decrease, but the more you live life to the fullest, the less it grips you. You won't be afraid to go when your days are full of connection, kindness, and meaning. The ride will make you feel thankful. Therefore, give up worrying about the end. Pay attention to this day, this breath, and this instant.